With elections coming up in 2015, proposed amendments to the Kahnawake Election Law are on the agenda at the community decision-making process. Last night's meeting, there was a discussion and finally a consensus on keeping the 50% requirement to be eligible to run for chief and council. It was very spirited, and the meeting went right to the bitter end at 8:30 before that consensus was announced. In a moment, we'll talk to some of the people who are participating and get their thoughts. In the meantime, coming up on April 1st, the next discussion, will there be 12 chiefs or 9 or something else in the next election?
Yeah, well, it was certainly a very interesting discussion. And I think it actually is progress in many ways. That some of the debate I heard over the past couple of meetings is something that I haven't heard in previous meetings. So I know there is somewhat a different thinking in some communities' viewpoints, but certainly it's clear that after discussion and taking everything into consideration, that the majority of the community and the consensus was reached that at this point in time we're prepared to keep the 50%.
Yeah, I felt that it was a very inclusive process. We were given the opportunity to raise our concerns with what we thought was a better way to go for the community. I thought our opinions were validated, but at the end of the day, I think some people weren't willing to make that commitment.
It's a good thing. People have their chance to express their opinions, but I'm glad it finalized.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it took long because when we talk about membership and about quantum issues, it's always controversial and it's very sensitive to many people, to all people for that matter. I like the way the discussion went. It was very respectful, and at the end of the day, the community wants to maintain the status quo for now.
Oh, it was an intensive discussion. My first time attending it. I think it was a good exercise to gauge the community's opinions on the issue, that being whether to remove the 50% requirement. I think I may not be in full support of it. The community has spoken, and we'll have to see how it plays out.